Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Awakened Taurus 1111. This video is going to be about the Mercury Retrograde that is currently going on. Okay, let's get right into it. So, there is a Mercury Retrograde that started on June 18th. This is actually the 19th that I'm recording this video. The retrograde will occur from June 18th through July 12th, and it will be retrograding in the sign of Cancer. So first of all, I wanted to explain, because there may be some people that don't actually understand what is a retrograde. When you hear astrologists talk about retrogrades, which they will a lot, what does it actually mean? So this representation that I've drawn on my board is actually a representation that the Farmer's Almanac gave to try to describe what happens in a retrograde. So if you look, there's two cars. Let's say there's two cars going down the highway together, and one car decides they're traveling at the same speed, and one car starts to speed up, and obviously that car is going to go in front of the other car, like is shown here. The car that's being passed isn't actually going any slower. It's just that the car on the other side has sped up. So if you think about that, that's kind of what happens with the planets. So not all planets, obviously the Earth takes 365 days to go around the sun. Mercury only takes 88 days to go around the sun. So it's making several different passes around the sun. And there's times when the Earth actually laps Mercury. So the energy that Mercury would be direct onto Earth, it actually becomes less influential because it's not getting that direct energy anymore. So that's an explanation of what a retrograde is. Now, Mercury retrogrades more often than any other planet in the solar system because it's the closest to the sun and it travels around the sun the fastest. There was actually already a retrograde this year in February and March. So we're actually into the second retrograde of 2020. Now, with Mercury being the planet of communication and technology, what you see is a lot of times when Mercury goes retrograde, it will mesh with like satellites and different types of communication. It could be like in emails or even verbal communication will not be as clear as it normally is. So it also governs, Mercury also governs transportation. So you can see things go wrong with your transportation. You can see things go wrong with appliances, different things like that. When that energy is removed, it will affect those things in a negative way. Now, on an emotional level, with how it actually affects human beings, all retrogrades in itself usually are about reflection. So with this retrograde in Mercury being in Cancer, Cancer, if you've watched my other videos, I have a video about what signs rule what house. Cancer rules the fourth house, which is all about home life. So there could be a lot of reflection about home life. There could be reflection about emotional type things with Cancer being a water sign, as I've mentioned as well in my other videos. It's an emotional sign. So there could be emotions that are brought back up from the past that you're thinking about. You could be thinking about decisions or different things, choices that you made in the past and how you might want to do something different, and you reflect about that. It will affect, so just to mention, Mercury is the planetary ruler of Gemini and Virgo. So things that go on with Mercury will affect those two signs. Now, the cardinal signs will be affected most likely the most because of where it's retrograding. So Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn are all cardinal signs. So this Mercury retrograde will affect those signs. Now, also I wanted to mention, and I'll put up here on my board, Mercury will retrograde again in October. So from October the 14th through November the 3rd, it will also retrograde again, and this time it will retrograde in the sign of Scorpio. Now, I'll probably make another video about that retrograde specifically, because it will be different with it retrograding in a different sign. So this has been all about the Mercury retrograde that is currently going on. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you think I need to add anything to my videos, please put that down below as well. If you haven't already joined my channel, please do. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.